Hey guys, welcome back to the Rush Guy channel. Today I'm here with my sister Sabrina. We're going out to the city for a little day out, and I'm gonna show you what types of public transport they have here in Russia. Let's go. So here we are at our local bus stop. This is one of the more older styles, just made out of concrete. I have a newer one over the road there. It's got all perspex sides on it. We're waiting for our marshrutka, which is like a small bus. They generally seat about 20 people. They're a little bit more expensive, but a little bit more direct. They don't have as many stops, so a bit faster. Here's our bus, our marshrutka. Here we are on the marshrutka. This costs 30 rubles. I'll put a little sign up. I'll probably go a bit over my face. How much that converts to. And we'll be on here for a little while. Then we'll get off and go on the metro. We've arrived at Ploshad Marksa. This is a bit of a hub where all the buses stop, because we have the metro here, which takes you into the city. So here's a good spot to see all the different types. So this is an autobus, or a normal bus. These are 25 rubles, a bit cheaper, a bit bigger, a few more stops. Then this is a marshrutka, what we were just on. These are 30 rubles, a little bit faster. There's an older type of autobus up ahead, a bit of an older style. They also have something called a trolleybus, which is a bit like a bus, but it runs on electricity, a bit like a tram does. They also run here. They've got these power lines the whole way through for them to run on. I'm going to go with my sister Sabrina, and we're going to go on the metro. So here we are, we're just heading down into the metro, and we just have to watch where we're walking because we're going downstairs.
Being underground, it echoes quite a lot.
Yeah.
But it's a lot cooler here.
Yes, it is a lot cooler. Quite often in the metro they also have a lot of paths that just go under the roads for people to get across from one side to the other a lot easier, without having to cross the main traffic. And so we're going to go in the metro, and I'll show you how it all works just in a second. So here we are, we're at the token machine, so you get tokens used here, and you just put money in. I've got a whole heap of loose coins and change that I just want to get rid of. It's really easy to do here. And it costs 26 rubles to go on the metro. This might take a while.
Occasionally it refuses a coin or two.
It might not take one. No. These are all like...
Oh, just a second. We're missing an important step. Please, put in a coin. Well,
If you can tell, I don't use this every single day.
Even I only use it a couple times a year. It's working! Oh dear, that was embarrassing. Yay! And all that for one little...
One metro token.
Okay, let's have a look at it. One little token. And that just lets you get through the gate.
Alrighty.
Oh, and don't forget your receipt.
Alright, we have to make sure we get on the right direction. Here we are in the metro station. It's about to get loud. Here comes the metro. This is the metro station right near the river area.
It's one of the prettier ones in the city.
Yep, they got a whole bunch of stained glass windows here, which
Each one represents a certain city in Russia. Basically.
this one's Tyumen, and
Across the way.
across the other side there's Bisk. Get a bit closer. And then yeah, a bit more of a beautiful. Anyway, let's head out.
Thank you.
Yes, самая красивая. Yes, most beautiful, that is. So in Russia, they have a lot of Yandex taxis and Ubers, and there's another one just coming up behind this car. What's it called? City Mobile. They're a very popular form of transport to be faster and fairly decently priced. Sorry, I'm fighting with a truck for audio. So here's the City Mobile, and yeah, the standard taxi, there's not so many. It's all Yandex and City Mobile. See, there's another one. They're very common here.
All the Uber concept.
Yeah, all the Uber concept. We're in the main park on the foreshore here. As you can see, I've got the Ferris wheel behind me, and then we've got the river running through. I've actually done a video on this and the sights of Novosibirsk. If you would like to see that video, I'll put a link down in the description below, and you can go check that one out. Yes, and my lovely sister Sabrina is in that one too, so be sure to go check that one out. It's quiet day on the foreshore.
Yes.
Nice and calm.
The weather's fantastic.
Yes, it is beautiful weather. It's about 20 degrees today. Lovely. We've just started autumn and yep, soon all the leaves will be changing colour. The most beautiful time of the year.
Yes. Golden autumn. That's the metro.
That's the metro running above us on the bridge here. So as you can see, here we have the metro bridge, and this is the main centre bridge for cars in the city. Here we are, we're just walking on the way, and this is actually another form of transport that is here in Russia. These are scooters. These aren't actually the exact ones I was talking about, but they're very similar. They have a lot of electric scooters here that are just parked around, and you have an app that you log on to, then you can grab a scooter, take it to another point, and yeah, just ride around the city on the scooter. It costs like either 30 or 50 rubles for a startup fee, and then another 5 rubles every minute. So they're not the cheapest, but they are affordable, and you see quite a lot of them around the city now. It's actually quite surprising how popular it is. Yeah, and this is the park. We're gonna go find a nice spot over there to sit down and have our smoothies. Alright guys, we have got our smoothies from the store. It's a nice store and you can see it on top there. Breen's actually been there one time with her friend. She's got it in one of her videos. But it was a little bit loud there. They had some jackhammers going, so we decided to walk a bit further down the park, find a nice spot in the shade amongst the trees. Just in front of us is the water and the foreshore. And yeah, we thought we'd talk a little bit about our experiences with public transport and some of the unique things.
Yeah, here in Russia.
Yep. So one of the things a lot of people ask me is what's the difference between Russia and Australia? So we might start off with that in transport. I'd say public transport in Australia is a good quality, but it's not used as much.
And it's not as developed. The system is not so developed.
It's not quite as regular because in Australia we have a lot more people that just drive their personal car
Yes.
to go to work, and we don't really have so much of a city hub. It's a bit more spread out.
People are travelling a lot further distances, a lot longer distances.
Yeah. And I think it is also a little bit more expensive to travel in Australia compared to Russia.
That is true. Yes.
I haven't done a lot of it personally, so I'm not really familiar with it, but it's a little bit more. In Russia it's quite affordable, and that's why a lot of people use it.
Definitely.
Yeah. One thing that's really handy with the transport system here is if you have the Yandex Maps app, you can actually go in there and turn on what's it called?
There's like a filter that you can put over the top.
Yeah. And basically what that does is it shows you the routes of every bus and the buses that are on those routes. So there'll be a little number that goes along.
And you can see if it's coming towards you and how far away it is.
Yep. And that's really handy. You can check how far away your bus is, and you can see where routes go. Sometimes you see a bus and it's like, oh, where does that go? And you can just check it on Yandex Maps. It's really convenient.
Yandex Maps is sort of like the Russian equivalent of like Google Maps.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Yep. A lot of people use Yandex here.
Yes.
Yep.
Starting and stopping times.
Oh, yep. So
we've made that mistake before.
Yeah. So in Russia, their public transport shuts down at about 10 o'clock and it starts up at about 6 to 7. I'm not exactly sure. I think it starts up at 6.
Yeah, at least by 7, like the buses are definitely going.
Yeah. So you have to be careful about that, especially if you're relying on public transport to get you home.
Especially in summer when it's still light at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah. You go visit someone and then you like go, all right, I'm gonna go home now. You know, in Australia we're so used to just going home whenever we feel like it because we have our own car. But you go and then all the public transport's shutting down. And it's like you can't get that last stretch of the journey home because the buses have stopped running. So you'll have to like call up a Yandex taxi or something.
Because you're stranded somewhere because your last bus is already gone.
Yeah. We actually had that one time. We were coming back home and we were actually on time, but I got a bit distracted and we got on the right number bus number 29, but we were going the wrong direction and it was dark already, so we were going along and then I was thinking, this doesn't look familiar. We don't look like we're going the right way. And then I realized, oh,
we're heading the wrong direction.
We had to cross the road to take the other direction, but I just went, oh, number 29, that's our bus. And so we followed that one all the way to the end, and then we called a Yandex taxi from there and took us the rest of the way home.
It was my first time like being in a taxi when you're not traveling.
Yeah.
It's like, do normal people do that? But here they do.
So yeah. But yeah, as far as Yandex taxis and Ubers go, if you've got like a few people to sort of spread the cost out, it's quite affordable, especially if you're doing public transport and you have quite a few different modes of transport. Say for instance a bus, the metro, then another bus. You have 3 different costs to pay for. So with a taxi it's just one, and if you have a few people to cover that, it can be quite affordable.
Yeah, it's a lot faster. One really interesting thing to note here in the public transport system is people are a lot more polite when it comes to getting up for ladies or for particularly older people. But as a lady, if there is people almost always people will get up for you most of the time. If you're a lady, obviously.
Those are a few of the things that we noticed about the Russian transport system, and yeah, our smoothies are pretty much done, so we're just gonna hop up, have a bit of walk around, and then head back home.
On the Russian public transport system.
Here we are, guys. We're just walking back from having our smoothies, and we just saw this group, this news group, and it looks like all these girls are going to do like a national Russian dance. They're all done up in the traditional costumes. It looks very cool. So see what it looks like. So guys, we just got to see a nice traditional Russian dance. It was a news crew filming it, but we just happened to be here right at the right time, so that was really really nice to see. It's a really beautiful dance and the Russian style.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're gonna head back in the direction of home. So we had a lovely day out. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing some of the transport that you can take here in Russia and our little day out together. We really enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like down below and comment what you thought about it and what your thoughts are. It's really interesting to hear what you guys think. If you haven't yet, subscribe down below so you can follow us along on our story. And until next time, I'll catch you later.